Right, hello. Just a quick unpacking video. I ordered some stuff off Temu, I think it's pronounced Temu, nearly 2 weeks ago. And I've seen a few videos where people stating that they are getting ripped off. So I ordered some items. June the 12th, apparently. Yeah, June the 12th, 6:40 p.m. And it's now the 19th, so it's about a week since my order. Now, apparently, this is meant to be similar to AliExpress, apart from that the things you order, I'm not sure if it's all of it or most of it or some of it, you get free postage, and it is supposed to be cheaper than AliExpress. So here's my package. And let's see if what I ordered is correct. So I ordered a screwdriver set, some 1-cell battery box holders, and some photo resistors. So let's see if these are what I ordered. Now the tape's kind of like really shitty. I could have done with the packing a bit better. It is sealed, but it's not as good as what AliExpress usually does. But with free postage, I suppose you can't really grumble. But I've seen videos where people have ordered stuff and apparently they've not got the right stuff. They've been ripped off. Now, the first one is the 1 battery cell AAA, I think it is, connectors, which is correct. The photo resistors, I ordered a packet of 10, and yet, I know you can't see them in here, but they are photo resistors. And the one what cost me a bit more is in this box. And this should be a screwdriver set. No, I do have a screwdriver set somewhere. I thought I ordered a new one. And yeah, it's a screwdriver set, but things are sliding out everywhere. So that's that. And that's it. So yeah, all 3 are the correct items, so I wasn't ripped off. Now, I'll quickly run down how much these were. This was £6.68. Cheapest ones I could actually find on Temu. You could order different colours, but the colours would go up in price. Like a blue would be like £9.99 or something, or a red one would be £8.99. A white one would be £7.59 or something like that, kind of thing. So I just ordered a normal black and white one. The 20-piece photo resistor, which I actually didn't need now because I've actually found a bunch of them in one of my boxes up there. But the photo resistors was £1.18. Yeah, and the actual 10-piece battery component holders was £2.98. So later on I will be ordering some more of these because I've got some projects I want to be building. The only thing is I'm running out of place where to put my equipment. So I need to try and sort some place out, get some more shelving, get in here and put some over on the wall behind me. Up there somewhere. Just over here on this wall. I did buy some shelving off Amazon actually. And it cost me about 20 quid for 3 shelves, I think. Let me just check on that. My screen nearly closed up then. Let's go to Amazon. Orders. I should actually just type in, it'd be easier. Shelving didn't come up on the way I normally do it. So sometimes, the things that you do order never shows up on the Amazon, because if the company goes bust, it kind of like withdraws it. Shelving was $15.99. So I'll probably order some more shelving to put on that wall just beside me, so I can put some more equipment on there. Because the shelving I've got up on top of me, that is kind of like all getting overfilled, and it's just like, I think one of these days that whole shelving going to fall down on me. I want to get another one of these actually, but we'll see how it goes. So anyway, I'll probably order some more stuff off Temu next month. Don't know yet. Probably will be ordering more electronic stuff, like resistors and some more kind of like battery components, and maybe some more tools later on. I don't know yet. See, the thing is, when I start building, I'll get the urge, I want to build stuff, and then after a couple of months, I'll just drop my scissors. I'll get those times where I'll start building, and a couple of months later, I'll get a bit fed up with building, and I'll stop building. Then I leave it for God knows how long, and then someone spurs me on to build something else about a year later, then I start building again. So me building for my projects is like an on and off kind of like hobby, you could say. I have been trying to build stuff over the last couple of months. That's why I've been buying more stuff, like tools and resistors and diodes and project boxes and all this other kind of stuff. I'm going to look on Temu to see how much project boxes are actually later on, so I can get them cheaper on there, because I'm paying for a project box. Something like this, for instance, this box cost me about £5 each. The ones which I use for my DC box, something like that, that's about £3 or £4 quid just for that box. So I want to try to find places where I can get the boxes a bit more cheaper. Then if I start, making a lot more equipment, if people are interested, then they want to buy one off me, then I can, keep the price down low. Years ago, I used to build, like the DC boxes, EM pumps, static detectors. I used to put them on eBay. I don't know how many I sold, it wasn't that many, but the amount I did sell on there, people were happy because it was cheap, reliable, and if it broke down within a month, I told them send it back and I'll repair it, or if I couldn't repair it, I'll rebuild them a new one. And with all the stuff I did build and put on eBay, as though which wasn't a lot, I had people, very satisfied. I had one person kept coming back to me saying, "Oh, when you build next thing, let me know, because I definitely want to build, buy it, because I want to build up my paranormal gadget devices, kind of thing. He wants to build his library up. So I said, yeah, no worries. And like, if I did build something, and I actually sent him an email, goes, right, send me the link. And I sent him a link, and he bought it. And sometimes, when I do projects, I do sometimes give stuff away. If you watch Paranormal Nightmare TV, the Fourman Brouthers, I gave them a lot of stuff. And this is going back years ago, because they didn't have a lot of gear. Although they don't use my equipment now because they got more updated stuff, which is a bit of a shame. They did use it for quite a while, actually. I made them a multi-box which had 6 devices in one. I made them power sensors, 2 different types of power sensors, laser grids, DC boxes, EM pump pros, a lot of different kind of stuff here. And I never charged them for it because I like the group. I wanted to support their group. And, they gave me a shout out every now and then. Every time I asked, people asked them about where they got the ghost box from. I said, oh, a guy in the UK. And then I did get quite a few people who asked me for the ghost boxes, but I only had a certain amount. Some of those were sold on eBay. And eventually they ran out because I couldn't get the ghost box. I couldn't get the radios anymore to convert into ghost boxes. They have used it on quite a few of their episodes. They have used it on most of their Chasing Evil episodes. I did ask Rocky a little while back. I see that you're using a new PSP7. Will you ever use my ghost box I sent you? He goes, oh yeah, we'll be using that on Chasing Evil because we find that a lot better and easier to use. And we get blinding, responses on it. But I don't use it on there like streams now, when I'm doing like a paranormal investigation in the residence or like a building, a prison, an asylum or anything like that. They're using now the PSP7, the new version with the sensor built in. But like you did say, they would probably start using the ghost box that I sent them once they start doing Chasing Evil again. I did ask them when they would be doing that. They said they're not 100% sure yet, but they will be doing some more Chasing Evil later. So hopefully they start using ghost box at least. And, I know, technology just kind of get a bit boring, old stuff. And when new stuff comes out, people tend to buy it and donate it to them and, help them to buy the equipment. But I think that even some of the old stuff still works better than the new technology, to be honest with you. So I would like to see them use some more equipment, if possible, use some of my old equipment I gave them. So they used to have blinding results on them. I'm not saying that they don't get blinding results on their new equipment they use now, because they use like the EDI, and I've got the EDI, and I've had some good results on that. But I had given other people free stuff, and I hope to continue doing that, on the odd occasion, if and when I can afford to do it, kind of thing. So that's why I've got to try to find equipment and project boxes and electrical components cheaper on different websites, such as like now Temu, or whatever it's been called. If I can get them cheaper on there than Amazon and eBay or AliExpress, if I can get them cheaper on Temu, then I'll order them on there, and I can carry on building stuff, kind of thing. But I think project boxes might be a bit more awkward to get onto Temu. I don't know. Otherwise, I might have to order them from another website. I did order some project boxes from another online website, which was a bit cheaper than I usually pay. Usually that I used to pay on eBay or Amazon. There was no website I found, and it's mainly for the 9-volt project boxes. One I'll just show you. One of these, because this takes a 9-volt battery on the back, and they did have like 7 case this cheaper. So I think I was paying about £3 or £4 for these. But the other website that I saw was like £2.30 or something, you know. So I did order some of those off them. And I do need to order more boxes eventually later, but I do have different shapes and sizes boxes I can use. And, you know, not every project's going to be like a 9-volt battery one, you know. That's why I bought some of these 1.5 volt, I think they are, single ones. I've got battery cell components as well for static detectors. So yeah, you know, I need to get another shelf because I can store some of the stuff on there. If I could get another one of those ones that I just showed you cheap, then I'd get one of those. But the thing is, I would need a shelf as well to put, like, you know, the small stuff on there, because that's not going to go on a shelving like that. So I need to get another one of those. I think I originally got that from Lidl's. So I need to get another one of those, and then some proper shelving, which I can put beside the one in front of me. Or I could actually just remove all these cables there, which is a fucking mess, and then put some shelving beside there, and then store. So what I want to do is get another one of those multi-shelving cases, put on that side, and then a proper like wooden shelving kind of thing, so I can put tools on there. Anyway, that's it for now. Any updates, I'll let you know. Any future project builds, I'll let you know. I'm in the process of working on something which I don't really want to tell at the moment. I have got like a little music box, which I've kind of converted. But the thing is, it's got no on-off switch, and it's using like a very small photo photo resistor or little mini sensor. So I'm trying to convert that, take that off, and put it onto one of these. I don't even see that. I'll keep changing my channel thingy over. So all I've got this working on at the moment is running off that sensor. But what I'm trying to do is take it off and put this sensor on. But I don't know if that would be too power. You know, I don't know if that'd take more power off this than it normally would do, because I think this is like, you know, a 9-volt thing. So, and these are like 3-button battery things on it. I have seen another music box, but like a 16 quid. So I'm going to look on Temu and see if I can find any cheaper ones, and eventually like try and make my own music box. Because if you look on the music boxes now, they're about, you know, 80 to 200, 300 pounds, which I think is a fucking ridiculous price for just a music box. So yeah, any new projects that I'm building, if I think it's worth, you know, sharing out and letting you know how to build it, I'll do it. But there will be some projects I will not be sharing out. So I've got an idea with a yes and no box, which Paranormal Night TV was presented by, I think, Spirit Shack or some other kind of company. I don't know if they gave it to them, donated to them, or if you know, Paranormal Night me got it cheap. I don't know. But they've been using that, and all it is two flashing lights, you know, light up for yes, light up for no, and they've been getting some pretty good response on that. But I want to build something similar to that, but you know, with extra features to it. And you know, if that happens, then that's going to be pretty cool. I'm already working on a part of it already, so yeah, we just see how it goes, I suppose. I do start building it, I don't know if I'm going to show you what I'm using to build it, but there might be that option that I might do, I might not. So I don't mind people copying my ideas, but there's certain ideas I do not want copied, because when people copy our ideas, they probably like turn around and they kind of lie to you. They say like, "Oh, this is my idea," but it's not their idea because they copied it from me or some other person, and all they've done is probably like slightly modified it or something here, but it's not their idea. They've copied someone's idea. I'll be honest with you, I copy ideas, but those ideas give me other ideas in like doing something similar or doing something completely different. And when someone turns around and say, "Oh, this is my idea," when it wasn't, they've copied it from someone else. I think it's like a bloody cheek. All they've done is like use the idea that they've seen and try to steal the idea and say that it's their idea when it isn't. So that does happen. That does happen quite a lot. I've got a lot of ideas I wouldn't mind doing, but I'm not that electrical minded. I don't know. I couldn't even tell you a value of one particular resistor or transistor or photosistor or whatever, kind of thing. I just like get little kits sometimes and just modify the kits and say, yeah, this ain't my kit. I didn't build this kit. It's just like been modified. At least I'm up front and say, like, the kit came from so and so. But if you go and buy this kit, it's not going to do what it's going to do because I've modified it in a different way. And sometimes I might tell you how I modified it. Sometimes I won't tell you how I modified it. It's like my EM Pump Pros. People are starting to copy that idea. And I brought that idea out fucking like 10 years ago. And people turn around and say, "Oh, it's their idea," when it wasn't. No, if I had a way of patterning it, I would do. But you can't pattern an idea when you're using equipment such as, you've got two things that's been patterned before from other companies. So you can't pattern those. You can probably pattern the idea of like a certain build you're building, but you can't pattern that. You can pattern the idea, I suppose, because someone told me that you can. This is one project I'm working on at the moment. It's got an EM pump built into it, which I've taken the battery out because there's something wrong with the motor. The motor's too fast and it's like vibrating quite a lot. And these two switches are going to have some other stuff built into it later on. But I'm trying to think what to put on there for now. So when I've completed this, I'll show you how this works. It has got like a remote control in there for the actual EM pump. And I have seen people already building standard EM pumps with a remote control in it. That wasn't around 10 years ago. Not until I built it. And then I see other people are using the same kind of like aspects to the way I've done it. And they say it's their idea when it's not their idea. Because the idea came to me 10 years ago. See what I mean? So, yeah. I am building another project at the moment. I'm not going to show you what it is. Well, I am showing you what it is, but I'm not showing you the circuit board I've got below it. I've built two of those at the moment. I have built a device similar to that before. But I can't find the device I actually built before, somewhere, but where it is, I've got no bloody clue. It's probably in my drawer somewhere, but I'm going to start from scratch again anyway. But yeah, just keep an eye on this channel. You'll see what kind of stuff I buy and unbox when it turns up. You'll probably see a few builds being built. And how many builds I'll be building, I don't know yet. So, I've got quite a few ideas on a build, but I just don't have that technical minded, function in the brain to like work out what I need to actually build an item, because I could turn around and say, well, I want to build a portal, You build a portal and it fucking works, and the government would be like kicking down my door, stealing my portal and all my notes and everything, and be using it itself. I'd go missing. I don't think anyone has actually built a proper portal. But I say, like, that's never going to happen, because I don't have the technical minded. But I wouldn't be surprised if there's some scientific genius out there that could probably build something like that. They say about time machines and stuff like that. How do we know a time machine don't already exist? You've seen all these pictures and photos from Victorian times and Egyptian times and stuff like that, where people state that someone's holding a fucking iPhone in their hands from the Egyptian time. Yeah, okay. So yeah, right. Well, so it goes. With my ideas. If I get any more equipment, I'll do the video of like unpacking it. I do want to get another one of those shelving units, um, so I'm going to check on eBay or Amazon or Temu, so I'll get one of those cheaper. So I think that cost me about 30 quid, that shelving unit, and 30 quid's a bit too much for me to spend that at the moment. But I do need to sort that out, because it's got so much stuff on there. I'm a bit concerned that it might tumble down on me one day. So I do need to get another one of those, and I need to get some wooden shelves to store some of the stuff. I've got a load of stuff sitting down here as well, which needs to be sorted out. So anyway, cheers for watching, and keep an eye on the channel. If you're not already subscribed, hit that notification bell, and you'll get informed through YouTube when the next video is up. Cheers for that. Bye bye.